Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of Shooting in Kicks. So on the hardwood today is the Air Jordan 28. It's a shoe I initially reviewed a few years ago. If you want to see that review, it will be up in one of the corners, probably the upper right hand corner, because it's less likely to be in the way. But anyway, having not really played in that shoe since then, I was interested to kind of see what my thoughts of the shoe might have changed over the course of the 3+ years since the shoe has been released. Honestly, no, hadn't really. My thoughts on this shoe are still very positive. You know, it's got a similar build from the midsole down as the Mellow M10 with your Zoom Air, your flight plate, and your midsole. But I always found that I enjoyed it a little more in the 28 than I did in the M10. I just did. It might have probably had something to do with the overall build and fit of the upper. I mean, the shoe, honestly, just as it was back then, it still is a joy to play in, man. It just feels good on your foot. I didn't feel like I didn't feel it then, and I don't feel it at the time of this, like that the shoe was working against me. It moves with my foot. It just fits well. Lockdown is there. It's a shoe that right now, 3 years later, I wouldn't have a problem with taking to the court, even against some of the shoes that have, of course, released even since its time. Like the traction is really good. Like when I was just doing those jab steps, I mean, it just the outsole just grabs the floor, and I mean, from that standpoint, there's not much more that I could ask for in a basketball shoe. It just grips the floor very well. It's just a light. It's not a very heavy shoe. It flexes well. I like playing in the 28 a whole lot. This is the SE version, by the way, and it was true 3 years ago, and it's still true now. I just hate that the shoe doesn't get a lot more love than it is, because from a performance standpoint, the shoe is a beast. And I even think, though I don't usually talk about it as much on this channel because it's more performance based aesthetically, particularly the SE, I think it's a very good looking shoe. I think it's a shoe that lends well to both casual wear and on the court. But you know, that's neither here nor there. That's more of an ancillary thing. But man, overall, the 28, man, this shoe still feels good, man. The shoe it was the real deal then, and the way I see it is still the real deal now. So, man, I like the 28. I am on board with it all day. I just wish I had more than 2 pair. So if I can catch this shoe like on a steal or something. No, I was just saying, if you can catch it on a deal or something like that, I would say go ahead and pick it up. It is a great shoe. I liked it, and I think you will too. So again, you can definitely check my review of that shoe a couple years ago and see what I thought of it then. I'll be back with more videos of me shooting in shoes and telling you what I think as it's happening. Thanks everybody for watching. Take care, everyone. Peace.